rattle. I've a rattle in my bag and it's doing my head in. Let's see what it is and get it fixed. I was sussed that was just a wee kicker rattling. There we go. So you may have guessed, it's another Wildcamp from Mourne Lodge, heading up Hares Gap, and we'll go from there. Whether it's going to be left, which it probably is going to be left, because it ain't going to be right. It's not going to be to Mourne anyway. And then we'll head up probably same camp as I did, along with James out and about, and Alan Walk Watchers. So it's pretty handy. We spot up there, get some water at the waterfall, and we head up. But I'm not solo tonight. Brought along the camera shy daughter. Doesn't want to be in camera, do you? Yeah. Camera shy daughter. Doesn't want to be in camera. Oop. Gets her mates to see her and slag her. So we'll try and give her privacy. But there she is there. Are you going red for the camera? Or are you going red because you're warm?
Just warm.
She's just warm. So yeah, this is my youngest daughter that I've convinced to go along with me. It was going to be a solo camp, but convinced her that it would be good fun. She's wild camped before, and actually up here at Hares Gap a good while back. I don't think I've done a video of that one, but yeah, no stranger to wild camping. It's maybe our second time now. Doesn't get any easier this, how many times you do it. It's always that pull out of Mourne that kills me, and we're not anywhere near the track, trusty track around yet, so it's always, well, crack on. Hey sheep. No, I'll not say hey sheep, that's Stephen Reids says that. Hello sheep. Sheepers. How's your day been going? Just chilling, eating grass, yep. Yeah, you get it? Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I would say
Yeah. So we're going straight up there.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Up that green bit?
Mhm. Yeah.
No. Just getting some water.
Have to jump. 3, 2, 1.
Well done. I always get that shot going over that river. Yeah, so we're just getting the bottles filled up at our usual wee stream, which isn't very, it's not really going that hard, but there's enough to get us some more. Right.
Oh, I'm dead, dude.
Here's Gap. just up a bit from Hare's Gap. Hare's Gap. Oh dear. Nearly slipped there. We have 2 shaved sheep. When you do stop the midges, you can feel them coming. These sheep haven't any fear of human. I'm sure they'll run away soon. So it's going to lie down. There's no fear in you, is there? There's a cute wee lamb. It's okay, we're not going to bother you. You're okay. Looking for a wee spot to lie down. Whew. Always love it up here. It's always very misty down to Ben Crom. So we just got her all pitched up. Pretty cold, not too bad. See the clag starting to sort of come across there. It was meant to be raining. Time is it now? Now, but I don't know. Maybe we'll escape the rain. Hopefully. No Dr. Fish tent tonight, so we've got the Durston 2023 model with the 2024 inner. I'll explain why in a minute. And the 2024 Xmid model with the 2025 inner. So basically what happened is we had a 2023 Durston with the mesh inner, like it's all mesh. So remember I broke the zip, or the zip broke on my 2024 Xmid, so they sent me a 2025 inner. So I glued the zip of the solid inner and I put the solid inner in this one. So this is why it's different inners in different years. But I'm not sure what difference. You can see a bit of difference in the corners are a bit strengthened. There's 2 strips down instead of 1. And maybe a bit of a difference in the inners. But generally they pitch pretty well now. You know, it's getting the pitch right at the start is the key. Because if you don't, it goes up every shape. So yeah, hopefully they'll be satisfactory for tonight because we're not expecting a mad bit of wind. And it's pretty sheltered down in here, even though we do feel it coming over. So, because we've no Dr. Fish to sit in and I'm just going to cook here. My daughter Emma, she's in the tent there. And nice and warm. Doesn't want to be on camera, too shy. And yes, we're going to do burgers. And then I've got another thing. It's one of the army meal packs, which I'm not sure how to heat it up because I haven't a big enough canister, because I got rid of my jet boil at the time, so I don't have a big enough canister to heat it up in the water. So I've got a couple new bits of kit. Well, one new bit of kit is the stove, and you've seen the GSI frying pan before. This is the beef nazi goreng. Don't know how I'm gonna. And then we've got the usual Old Faithful burgers because it's handy. Baps, snacks, coffee. And we've got our, what's you got tonight? Sparkling ice, kiwi, strawberry, and some waterfall water, which will be exciting. And we've got our wee cool bag with our bits and pieces in it. So yeah, I'll get this set up and let you see. Yeah, that's the stove there. It's just a wee stove and a wee gas tank, and I made a wee wetsuit jacket for it. Made a, I think it was a wetsuit sock or something, to keep it from getting too cold. This here job, which is AliExpress job. I can't even remember how much that was, but not very dear. Just something different. Got my table and got the wee windshield, which will just set up kind of like that fashion. Keep the wind out there. You can't beat a burger, you can't beat a burger. Thought I'd change up a bit, you see, today and do a burger. Are you looking somewhere? You looking for something? Oh no, you're not in that. Just get the bottom of the sleeping bag there. Have you got, like, what do you call that?
I don't know, I just don't like being on camera.
You sure?
I'm sure. You have to turn it off.
You've got, what is it, camera anxiety? See, at my age, I don't give a rip. Oh, look at that. I'll try and cook it in the middle, because usually when I cook Lewis's burger for him, it's raw in the middle. And then he like finds that out, and then I'll know to cook mine more then, because he finds out. But what I can do is cut it down the middle and cook it half and half, and then put it. Well, I'll put it back together again.
How?
Well,
Glue it together with the sauce.
even the sheep don't agree. I'm actually glad it's not raining.
Because if you fire burgers in the rain,
I have to do it inside there.
it might be a bit wet.
No, I'd have to get right in there and close it up. It's not really a good tent for frying. The Vern is because you can open the top flap and it's got like plenty of room that you could cook with the top vent open so you don't gas yourself. That is a great wee stove from AliExpress. I'm not sure how this is going to work. We're just going to open it and dump it all in the pan and heat it up that way. Don't worry about the water in, so you can eat it cold as well. Like that one. Look, right, it's cold. Probably minging looking, because usually that's not too bad. Just looks like rice and stuff. Let's dump it all in here.
It's fried rice.
Yep. Smells alright. How's my spoon there? Right, Emma. Get rid of this first. There's actually an act to cooking tent. It just ends up stuff everywhere. You have to be organised. But look at the mess. I just can't be bothered to tidy it up just right now. But yeah, we'll do that. So next thing you want to do, Emma, is turn that gas back on.
turn it off, turn it off.
I said it's gonna open.
Aye, but I hadn't my spoon ready. Right, turn it on now. You're just going to eat this out of the pan. You know what I was thinking? See if I could do this. You know we kind of need this here. Just set it on top. Like that. Then not heat it up. I want to get 2 arms, but don't make it burn. Cold. I don't know if it's better getting the heat into it that way or just keeping that round it. Keeping it right round tight and see if we get heat. I don't think we've got the right tank of gas. I think that gas is too. Give it another shaker. It's not a big enough tank to get the actual heat in. Yeah, so we moved it in this week. Bit still fine, like it's not going to burn a hole in the tent. It looks like we're getting a bit more heat generated. So one tip really, if you're doing this, is to bring a bigger tank of gas. Those wee tanks, there's no pressure on them when you're up like in the summits, and they just struggle. Just struggle with the pressure. Not so bad, I don't really want on it anymore. I don't think I have a bowl with me. I did have a bowl, but
Do that cup, but if you're having coffee, then no. Just do that.
eat it like that, or just hold that like that, but what's that pan will probably be
Wait a second.
warm.
Yes, I'll just hold it.
So yeah, that's about it. It's about 11 o'clock now, so we're going to hit the sack. Em's in our wee Durston Xmid, and I'm in my wee Durston Xmid. Wind's picked up a bit, so looking at the forecast, it doesn't look as if it's going to pick up a lot more, but I think the Durstons can handle it. We should be alright. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Oh dear, just woke up there. It's 5 to 6. What a wild night that was. Thought the tent was going to come down around me. You can see we're in the clag. So it says the weather forecast going to be claggy for 3 hours or something like that. And then 9 o'clock it's meant to break up. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get some coffee on. Get the stove on the go. Well, Emma.
Don't be putting that in.
Yeah, I'll put it in. You don't have to look at the camera. How's your breakfast?
I haven't actually ate it yet.
How'd your tent stick? The wind?
Good. I didn't sleep.
Yeah. Look at the clag now. Yeah, they're pretty good. We've got all the guy lines out in the Durstons. You've got a load of guying points, and I'm glad, to be honest, that we guide them all out properly with the big pegs. Well, I gave Emma most of the big pegs and I took the smaller ones, but just to make sure it didn't lift off on her. But yeah, they've done alright. Pitched pretty well. I think if you get it, as I say, it's all to do with the sort of square pitch or rectangular pitch at the start, whether it goes up properly or not. But once you get that mastered, yeah, it's not a bad wee tent. Stuck it rightly. Not as good as the Vern in bad weather, but yeah, for a trekking pole tent, pretty good. So breakfast today is this. Can't be bothered cooking it. Emma's the same. She's got a pot of coffee, and we'll get that, and then we'll probably make a move down off this mountain. I don't really call it a mountain, more of a hill, this one. But yeah, not like there's no summits. You can't see in the day with the clag, but as I say, it's meant to lift about 9. Hopefully. This is a great tip here if you have a Durston. This magnet is not strong enough, so what I've got is this. I guess like a wee bungee with a hook on the end. You can do it one-handed. Just roll that up kind of like that, and then hook that on your guy line. And that keeps your door up. You could probably roll it up better than that, but yeah, we're getting a bit of clearance there. But then the clag just rolls right in again, but I see a bit of sun peeking through there. Vaguely, and then it just goes again, but I reckon once we get down the Hare's Gap, it'll be a lot clearer. We're just kind of up in the clag here a bit, so we're all packed up. That's where we were there, left no trace, as always. And we'll get cracking. There, you can see a bit better now. Right down there. Still can't see the big tops comet or anything like that, because the clag is just rolling in. So yeah, we'll get packed up the remaining bits here. We'll get cracking up over Sleeping Log. There's Emma, the tripper. Because last night I thought there was a sketchy point that we were getting, I think it was 35 mile an hour gusts hitting the tent. Because the wind, it was coming like southwest, and then it came round. So it was parallel to the wall, which then it was kind of hitting us side on. We're not too bad, like. But we've got a wee descent here of the clock. So I haven't decided whether to go down by Hare's Gap back home again or down the back path. To be honest with you, I'd rather go down Hare's Gap because the back path it's not great, whereas Hare's Gap path is pretty good. The back path's a lot of sketchy rocks and slippy bits. If it rains at all, it'll be mucky. So I think the wisest way, even though it might be a bit longer, is to just do Hare's Gap and drop down. Mr. Sheep, we're just heading down the wee gully here. Just watch yourself, Em, on your ankles. But we're having, it's brilliant because there's less weight in the bags. All that weight, extra food and
a few beer and stuff. Bloody all adds up. This is like a wind tunnel down this. Probably can't hear it with a mic on. But it's funny because the Clag's coming north and the wind's coming behind me, and I see somebody down at Hare's Gap standing there. Look at that for a view. Good job we're not up burning. See, get up burning. It's good and all, you get the height. Alright?
Yeah.
Good and all, you get a height, but see when you're coming down the Mourne, it takes forever to come down that. Cute. Look at the wee baby sitting behind her. Another mummy and a baby. Yeah, they've got a good wee spot in there, just chilling. So we've another wee sketchy bit or two to go here yet. Down this way and then drop down over the ridge. I always think that's amazing, right? So all that wall and it just stops there. And you think there'd be a lot of force pushing that all the way down there, but it's not. It's like solid as a rock. Now they have cemented a bit at the end there, but it's just amazing how they, and then they continue on down there, and across there, stop, and then continue on. Great. Look at that. That's crazy, the way that wall just stops there. Mad. So yeah, you probably know this if you know the Mourne. The wall was built years ago. Don't ask me what date, to stop the livestock getting into this side and polluting the water source, which transmitted. Before that, I think it was cholera, was transmitted through the water to Belfast. But if you want to know a lot more about the Mourne Wall, I'll link Stephen Reids' video in the comments. He does a really good one about the history of the Mourne Wall and why they made it and why we don't need it today. It's obviously because we've got better water treatment, so back then it was needed, and now it's just a national monument. But it forms part of the landscape up here, so like if it wasn't there, it just wouldn't be the same. That's crazy. Look at the rock face up there.
Yeah.
Clags well and truly. So down at Hare's Gap, and we'll hit the goat path again, get down onto the Tracy track, back to Millmore, back to the car. Look at the clag steaming up there. I can hear the wind. I'm just hoping it's not blasting at the other side of this wall, but it probably is. Yeah. You hear that blasting there? Wind. It's just wind. It's nice and clear down there, like. Yeah, once we drop down a bit, the wind will die down, I'm sure. Just because we're up. After you, darling. Get the latch on there. Oh yeah. You wouldn't want to be hanging about up here too much with that wind. So yeah, I'll just head back the way, traverse the way we came. We're going rightly, back to the waterfall. Not the one we filled up at, but the better one coming down. See a wee tiny bird, don't know what that bird is. You know if the camera picks it up. Maybe a stone chat. Not sure. Yeah, that's we're down off the goat path. Nearly down onto the Trassy track here. So here's a charge of people coming up, all wearing shorts, t-shirts. They don't realise how cold it is up there, but I'm sure they still will. So we're just back at the stile here, 9:30, down at the Trassy track. Not the Trassy track, the Millmore Lane. I'm just going to end the old video there. So yeah, it was a good wee camp. Bit sketchy at times with the wind at night, and then the weather up there and this morning coming down, but I think we called it right and got down without getting soaked. Tight going. It's always tight going with the pack, with the weight. So yeah, I'll end it there and see you in the next one, which is, I think we're going to do a kayak camp, me and Andy, so that should be in a week or two's time. Yeah, good luck. See you later. I nearly forgot. Bye from Emma. Bye. Camera shy. See you later.